Good afternoon. Welcome, bienvenue, Funing Daiga, willkommen. My name is Kelly Lam. I'm the Vice President of Marketing here at Miele. Over the last 8 weeks, as many of you have remained safely at home with your families, we've been coming to you through this new initiative, MieleLive. In these live streaming sessions, we've been able to answer questions you have about products you own and about products that you're interested in owning. This week has been a very special week for us. We've been able to bring you MieleLive in conjunction with our partners at the Concord Group. We've been able to visit their presentation center in North York, here in Toronto. As well, we've invited them into our home at the Miele Experience Center in Toronto. Today is our very last session with our partners at the Concord Group, live from the Miele Experience Center in Toronto. We're going to cover off the topic of preservation and storage, where we're going to introduce you to Miele refrigeration and wine storage units. Before the session begins, I want to make sure to remind all of you to register on MieleLive.ca, as we have some amazing prizes at the end of the session. But 2 things you have to remember: you need to register on MieleLive right now, and you need to be with us at the end of the session. I'm really excited to welcome a very special guest from the Concord Group, who's actually already in one of our design kitchens. Raul, I'm going to hand it off to you.
So thanks, Kelly, for the introduction. Like you mentioned, I'm Raul from Concord, and I'm very excited to be here at the Miele Experience Center in Toronto. We are very happy at Concord to have Miele appliances in many of our Concord developments all across Canada, whether it's Toronto, Calgary, Vancouver, and even internationally in Seattle, Washington, USA, and London, England. So today's segment of MieleLive presented by Concord is called The Art of Preservation and Storage. And for this, we are going to have a very friendly, familiar face to our viewers, Marilyn, who is our Miele product expert. Hi, Marilyn.
Thank you very much. Hello, Ro. Very happy to be here. So maybe you can tell me as well, with your project, what size refrigerations do you have?
So this is a 30-inch fridge.
Yes.
Right? So in our projects, we either have 24 or 30-inch for most of our projects, depending on unit size, floor plan, or why not. Some projects like Avenue 1 or the Concord actually carry a 36-inch fridge.
Wow.
So
okay.
yeah, so this is the 30-inch,
so,
right?
Yes, so let's take a look at the 30-inch. So as you can see, this is a fully integrated model. And what that means is that there's nothing that's sticking out. It blends in with the rest of your cabinetry. And at the project, they have a selection, Raul?
We do. I actually really like how the appliances are integrated into the cabinetry. So in our Concord kitchens, we have the same integration of appliances and cabinetry. I think it gives it a really nice, clean, elegant, sleek look.
Yes.
It's a little bit different what we offer our clients. We actually offer them custom-made wood grain cabinetry, and it comes in 3 different color packages. So the client can actually decide which color they want, depending on their preference.
Oh, very, very nice. Well, as you can see with this 30-inch bottom mount freezer that we have, fridge on the top, and then we have 2 freezer drawers below.
Right.
So let's take a look at the inside of our fridge. Once you open it up, you can see that,
beautiful.
Yes, there's a lot of storage that's on the inside here. And it gives you shelving options, both on the door and on the inside.
So the shelves move, obviously?
Yes. So what you can see here is that we have sections that you can actually adjust your shelving unit to either go up or down.
Right.
Same as on the door itself. Again, you can have, if you've got a tall bottle, you can actually put this higher, bring it down lower. It's all up to you how you want to set up your fridge.
Nice, nice. And how easy it is to clean all this, because I'm a bit of a clean freak, if I may say, use that word.
Yes.
So how easy it is to clean the shelves and all that?
Very easy. These come up, you just, when you've cleared off the shelving unit itself, you lift it up a little bit and then you slide it out. And
Okay.
then you can actually put these in our dishwasher to clean.
Oh, nice.
So you would take it on, put a cycle on, drop it into the dishwasher. Once it's completed,
Right.
then you are putting it back in.
I see. I was reading, I did a little bit of research, of course, because we have this beautiful Miele fridges in our projects. So you have this Dyna Cool system?
Yes.
Can you explain?
Absolutely. So what DynaCool does, and it's in all of our refrigeration system as well into our wine storage that we will be discussing a little bit later. But DynaCool, what does it do? It has an integrated fan that is in the system here in the fridge and freezer, and it basically circulates the fan for the air that goes around here, and it brings you to the optimal temperature.
I see.
And also for air humidity. And now what does that then mean? That takes us into our perfect fresh system that we have, and that means that your food will last 3 times longer.
Wow, 3
Right.
times longer.
Yes.
So you only need to do your fruit and vegetable grocery shopping once a month.
Yeah. Depends how much
Perfect.
food you're buying. That's right.
That's great.
Yes. And also we have our full depth crisper drawers, so
Nice.
you can have your fruits and vegetables on one
Nice,
side. It's
nice.
up to you, and as you can see, they're quite deep in here.
Very deep, very deep. Lots of storage space.
Yes.
Now I was noticing this panel up here.
Yes.
Can you explain? So there's like a red light,
Yes.
there's different buttons, and why not?
Okay. Well, the red light, what that does is that it tells you about our air clean filter system. So
Okay.
there's like a charcoal filter in there, and that actually prevents odors from
Right.
building up. So you've got onions in there, you may have something else, some cheese. So it eliminates that's inside. Also, there are 2 sections. So your left will be your fridge, your right will be your
What's
freezer.
that?
So getting to that, there's an alarm that's built in here.
Oh.
So that's now telling us that the door has been left open for too long.
So we need to close it.
So let's just close
So
the
we're
door
gonna
for a
close
few
the
minutes.
door.
Yes. Otherwise, we're going to keep hearing this
And
going
we don't
on.
want to hear that.
Yeah. Okay. So also, so we have the alarm. We have what's called super. So especially in days that we've had so much, it's been so hot out there, the humidity. So you go grocery shopping, and you take something from a freezer, and then you see that it's starting to get warm, and you want to get that back into the fridge. Well, the fridge is cold. But what you're putting in as the temperature has dropped on there. So now we have to basically bring that food to a higher temperature. So we put the super on, and it actually brings the cold air into your
okay.
fridge. And it does the same on the freezer side. So there is a button there that you would press.
I see.
And then you've got your turn the unit off if you needed to, or you have your up and down on here as well, so that you can adjust your temperature settings for that.
I see.
On the freezer side, there's also the ice.
Right. So I read somewhere about this no ice buildup.
Right.
What does that mean?
Perfect question for this. And for the no ice buildup, what it does, it means that thanks to our no frost system, it prevents ice from building up into the freezer drawer. And what that will actually do then is that instead of you having to go in and defrost the freezer to take the chunks of ice out, you don't have to worry about doing that. It's already built in with that system, so you don't have to worry about doing that. We also have our hinges for our fridge system, so as well it will hold a weight of heavy panels that you may put on there. You can see that it's quite substantial. So why don't we actually go over to our wine storage system, and we'll talk a little bit about that.
Now, who doesn't want to have a nice glass of wine when you come home after a long, long day? I know I do. And imagine having your own wine fridge. Actually, at some of our Concord developments, we actually have wine fridges. For example, Avenue Wine in Vancouver and the Concord in Calgary come with standard wine fridges. So these are beautiful Miele wine fridges that we have here. And of course, Marilyn, who is our product Miele product expert is here to explain to us. So this is a tall wine fridge that we have here.
That's right,
Right.
Raul. So, and this, I guess, is in some of your projects that you have.
Right. So we have actually this one in our penthouses at the Concord in Calgary.
All
Yes.
right.
So can I open it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
See,
it-
there's a bit of that.
It felt a little bit funny.
Yes.
Is there a reason for that?
Yes. So if we want to close this one more time, we have all of our master cool refrigeration system has what we call a soft close and open.
Okay.
So what we would do is just press,
Oh.
and you see how the door
right.
comes out a little bit. So now it makes it much easier for us to open this door.
And childproof.
Childproof, yes,
You don't want
because
them
you know
drinking
what
your wine.
they don't want
Right.
drinking your wine exactly.
Right.
So with our full unit on here, so as
How
you
many
can see,
bottles can we have here?
this particular model, because we have a sommelier kit, which we'll go into in a minute,
Okay.
it holds up to 94 bottles of wine.
Wow.
And what this does is that, with these 3 temperature settings, so the top, the middle, and the bottom.
Which obviously for red, white,
For
and
red, white, rosé, you might
Rosé,
want champagne that's in
champagne,
there.
right.
Also, a lot of our customers, they smoke cigars. So they have a humidor
I
that they
see.
want to put their cigars in, and they put it in there and they set the temperature,
Of
and it
course.
keeps your cigars very fresh.
nice.
So-
Very nice.
Yes. So should we, maybe what we'll do is let's talk about
About this. So this is like a serving feature that you have here. It even has a
Yes.
chalk, which I'm sure you're going to
Yes,
tell me
I'll
about.
tell you about that.
Okay.
So the sommelier set is very unique, and what it does is that when you are serving your wine, you want to be able to put your wine glasses into the fridge itself because you want to cool the glass. You don't want to be
Right.
serving wine into a warm glass.
Right.
So you want to cool the glass, but also what you want to do is that it allows you to open up, decanter your wine, and then let it breathe at the premium temperature, optimal
Okay.
temperature that's in there. So once you've done that, you would serve your wine to your guests, and they would sample it.
And not only that, it looks really nice and elegant.
Yes.
You know, this is really impressive to have
Yeah.
people come to your house and they see this. It's a big wow factor for them,
Exactly.
right?
And then also on the front of all of our shelving units on here is that we have a magnetic strip. So this can come out, and as you mentioned before about the chalk.
I see.
So now you can put, Raul's
wine, do not drink.
Do not drink, exactly. So that would go on here. Especially like if you have certain wines that for special occasions, you may want to mark the year on it, and then
Of course.
somebody would know.
Of
So you
course.
can write the different types of wine,
Okay.
and when you finish, you just snap it back in.
Nice.
So this goes in here. All of our shelving units, basically, it's made out of birch wood. And so that means it's very strong. But I pulled this one out in particular because as we are storing our wine, our bottles of wine down, when you're putting this bottle down, you may now have a larger bottle, like a champagne bottle. If you put the champagne bottle just on top of here, what would end up
It's
happening?
probably going to bump onto
Yes,
the-
yeah, and it
right.
wouldn't sit properly.
Of
So what
course.
you want to do is you want to remove, this is called our flexi flexi rack system, and this remote comes out. So now that large magnum of wine that you have, or champagne, would actually sit in there.
There's a noise coming.
Yes. So what that is, just like our fridge that we were talking about, the
It's got an
refrigerator,
alarm.
it's got an alarm, and it's telling us now to close the door.
Close the door because my wine is now getting warm.
Exactly. So we are going to just put this back in here.
That's great.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And once you put that in, it's fine and it's ready to go one more time.
Very,
And
very
you close
nice.
this down. So we'll close it just for right now because of the alarm, and then we're going to open this
And
again.
I see that the light dims
Yes.
when you close the door.
Yeah. So for wine storage, there's factors that are involved in here. So the glass itself, so it has a UV glass,
Okay.
and that's tinted so that the lighting doesn't affect the wine.
Right.
Also, it's anti-vibration, so that every time you open the door, that the wine bottle is not shaking in there because you don't want to disturb the wine itself, like with its settlement,
Right. That's
sediments that's in there, the
Right.
tanner,
The
that's right,
tannins,
that's in
yeah.
there. And then also lighting is a big factor. So when we put that together, and temperature. So temperature is very, very important
Of
because
course.
you're storing your wine, you want to make sure you've set the right temperature.
Well,
that's in there.
especially if you have a really nice bottle of red wine
Yes,
or white wine, you know, you want to have, it's not the fridge wine. This is like
Exactly.
something you want to make sure has the right temperature at.
Exactly.
Very nice.
And again, you can see that, we have this, like what I mentioned at the fridge section, is the substantial hinges. So the hinges on here, when you open the door, it holds the weight as well. If you had a panel that's on there. I'm not
see.
too sure at whether at your
Yeah,
projects you would do.
We do, and they do have the big hinges as well. Yeah.
That's right. So, so that all comes into play with the 3 temperatures. So as I mentioned earlier, in this particular fridge, 94 bottles of wine.
Wow.
If you did not have the sommelier
The
set,
sommelier.
it would actually hold 104 bottles of
Wow.
wine. So that's a lot of
That's
wine
a
storage
lot
that's
of
in
wine.
there.
This is a beautiful, it's a beautiful piece as it is, but you have your own wine cellar and it's temperature controlled and
Yes.
it looks great.
And who wouldn't
Looks
want
great.
to
Who
have
doesn't
that?
want to have this, right?
Exactly.
Now, in our projects, we also have the counter depth wine fridge.
Yes. So it's the under counter unit.
The under counter.
Yes, so
sorry.
let's actually move over to this section here. So we have this located right here.
Okay.
So in this particular unit right here, so I know this is the model that you have.
Yes.
So you can see there's no handles on here.
Right.
So to open this, you would just press the top. It pops
Oh,
out,
beautiful.
and then you open the door.
Very, very nice.
Yes.
Very, very nice.
And once again, you've got your temperature settings. So 2 temperature settings up on the top and on the bottom. And again, you can set your temperature that you have in here. It also has the alarm. So
Okay.
everything that our tall wine unit had, the UV lighting, the anti-vibration, again, it's the Dynacool system that's in there for
Okay.
that air to flow through at the precise temperature.
Right.
It's also in here. And on this one here as well, what we have, I'll just snap this out. This is what is our clean air filter.
Okay.
So again, clean air filter. We don't have any odors that are lingering in there. We want to make sure that
course.
it stays fresh always.
Of course, yeah. That's great. So sorry, how many bottles do you hold in this one?
So in this particular model, unit, this would hold 46 bottles of wine.
Okay, that's still a lot of wine.
That's still a lot. And if you were to have it to order with a sommelier set, like this one here, so you can
Right.
actually see how this pulls out.
Right.
Very similar to our built-in
the tall
unit.
one, yes.
Exactly. But this one would hold about 36 bottles of wine.
I see.
But it's a single temperature setting with the sommelier.
I see.
Right, as opposed to
To the dual.
yeah, on here. And again, when you close it, it's just that soft finish on here.
That's very impressive. I mean, I've seen wine fridges, but I've never seen something that sleek. And you know how great it is that at Concord, our developments, we actually have offer our clients the wine fridges. In the
That's
units.
right.
That's great.
Yep.
That's
And again,
fantastic.
we've got the front where you can just,
So you can
this
write
one
down
is not the
again,
magnetic
this
one
is
again.
This is Maryland's wine.
Maryland's wine, exactly. That would go in here, and we could just write what we'd like, and again the year that we are
Perfect.
storing it for. And then when you close it, again the light dims on the inside, and that's it.
And that's it. Well, that's beautiful. So informative
Yes.
today. We learned so much about wine fridges, about the Miele fridges. That was awesome.
Yes,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. We really appreciate all
You're
that
welcome.
knowledge now that we have.
Yes.
And I think we come to
Where we had pricing.
where we have some prices,
That's
right?
right, yes.
So we're actually giving away some prizes to people that register on MieleLive.ca.
Yes.
So
So our first one actually is our 9-piece Riedel glass set and decanter
to go with your wine fridge.
to go with your wine fridge. And the second prize actually will be a CM6, a countertop coffee system. So why don't we name the winner of our 9-piece Riedel glass
So
set?
the Riedel wine set is for Anne McComb, MCCOMB.
Congratulations, Anne.
Congratulations, Anne. So
Okay.
you are now the proud owner of the Riedel set.
That's right. And then for our second prize winner, Nadia Mercola won this unit here. It's a great coffee set as well. So in order to claim the prize,
In order to
Raul,
claim the prize, you must email marketing@miele.ca or marketing@concord8x.com. and you have to do it before 6:30 Eastern time. So
Excellent.
get on your computer, on your phone, email us so you can claim your prize.
That's wonderful.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's very exciting. So this was a great week,
Yes.
right? It's been a week full of different things that we learned about Miele products.
Yes.
We had a tour of our model suite in North York,
Yes.
Concord's North York
Beautiful.
Presentation Center. And I just want to say on behalf of Concord, thank you, Marilyn. Thank you to Kelly, the Miele Canada team, for this great week that we had with MieleLive presented by Concord. And also to tell you how proud we are of the partnership between Concord and Miele, because together with our homes and your appliances, we're able to provide quality, luxury, and sustainability. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Raul. And also, I just want to say for our viewers who have missed any of our sessions, that they can view them on our MieleLive.ca, and they can see any of our sessions or segments that we've had during the week. Also, Raul, thank you so much. So on
Thank
behalf
you.
of yourself
Thank you.
and also the Concord team, the staff here at Miele and also Miele Canada, we would like to thank our frontline workers for all that they do, all the doctors, nurses, restaurants, grocery stores that are out there. And also to remember our initiative. So we had our initiative for the restaurants, and it was Miele Dine Local. And how to, if you're interested in actually being part of our segment as well, you can actually apply on MieleLive.ca, and we'll purchase 100 meals to donate to frontline workers. They'll come and cook, they'll come live and cook with us as well. So again, once again, thank you for
Thanks,
an
Marilyn.
excellent session. Thank you,
so
Raul.
much. Stay
So
safe.
stay safe
Stay safe, everyone.
and healthy. Thank you.